It's just a basic blip, you know, patch, and you know, basically it's. So that's the basic line of it.
Good to see you, man.
You too?
It's been a couple months since we kicked it. A lot has changed.
Yes, sir.
Congrats on the Good Music, The Morning record.
Appreciate it, man.
Probably the hottest record on the project. How did this happen?
07 was around the time that I met Rhymefest. He would hit me up and you know, just say, yo, send me some beats, you know what I mean? Let's keep in touch. You know, for a couple years, I just kept feeding him, just sending him stuff. Like anytime I would have some new and I had like Kanye or him in mind, I would just send it over to him. It must have been like upwards of 100 beats. And then I get a phone call. This is the day after my birthday, August 29th. And I have the text still. I get a text from Rhymefest. It was like 9 in the morning. Yo, I need this session to Trunk Hurts. Trunk Hurts is a beat that I made, the name of a beat. And I was like, okay, cool. So I woke up, went to the computer, sent it over. So this is the raw, like unheard, no one's heard it. So the bass is a little different, the snare, we switched it up. We kept the clap in there and this little part. A couple hours later, he was like, yo, can you do this to the beat? Like, can you know, send me this? Can you bounce this? And I was like, all right, cool. So then he was telling me, yo, I think Kanye wants to get Pusha T on this for like a Pusha T joint. So I was like, all right, word. So at that point, I'm just like, okay, I think something's about to happen here.
Right.
A couple hours later, hits me back. He's like, yo, man, we got Raekwon on this. He's like, yo, Kanye's messing around with some vocal ideas, like boom, boom, boom. It was literally bottom of the ninth, you know what I mean? Fourth down, you know, the 1 yard line, like last minute. And I snuck in there and made the cut for the album, so I feel really grateful about that. The first time that I heard the complete record was when the album leaked.
Wow.
And I heard it and I lost it. I would say my life has definitely changed since that moment.
Word.
So.
What else are you getting into? I'm hearing some K-pop stuff. But like, what are you working on? Like, what's next?
So yeah, I'm doing some work with specifically two incredible artists from Korea. One named Drunken and the other named Mi-Rae, aka Tasha. Drunken is basically the Jay-Z of Korea. He's like this huge, larger-than-life rapper out there, artist. And she's like the Lauryn Hill of Korea. She sings, she raps in English and Korean, super duper talented. And they're actually both married. So they're like this super power couple out there. It's me working on two of the most anticipated albums in an entire nation. And you know, hopefully that leads to more K-pop stuff, which I believe it will.
I'm dying to hear what a llmind K-pop record sounds like.
We'll play some. So I'll play it. See, start with the guitars. You know, I got a couple effects on it, and then the drums kick in. You know, so it's very like pop. You know, we left a lot of room in there for the vocalist. Right. There's a lot of pop records, when you strip the vocals down, they're very just chordy and like very chord driven. You can get it You know, I had to take him to Jersey with the fist pumping, you know what I mean? And then also, you know, I have this thing for teaching as well. Back in 2008, I decided to get a job part-time as a music instructor. It was basically an after-school program for kids in Harlem. So you had these kids come in, and I was teaching them how to make beats. I was, you know, had them on Pro Tools and Reason. And funny story, one of the kids in my class is actually now ASAP Ty. I was actually his counselor. And I just remember so clearly, he used to come in and just beats. Like, he was just a different person. Like, he's just an overall, just a great kid, man. Fast forward now, he's, you know, running with ASAP.
Right.
You know, and now he's ASAP Ty, so.
You got you know, the cruel summer placement, your life is changing, but you also are in a group.
Place in the space means peace, see you later. Won't stop it, flow comments, leave craters.
Everything about Smokey Robotic is weird.
Yeah.
It's like such a departure from what I feel, you know what I mean? Yeah. Which is why I'm sure you were excited by it. And it was like a challenge, and it was, you know. But listen, if you've never heard Smokey Robotic, listen to that. I promise you, you will be blown away. Like, what is going on right now? But it's dope.
Place in the space means peace, see you later.
Yeah. Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
How did you, you know, build that work ethic to just be like, look, you know.
You know what it is, man? Like, at the end of the day, it's just the hunger and just being addicted to doing it. Like, I can't go a day without making a beat, at least one. Preparation and just being prepared is just, I can't stress that enough. Like, you gotta make sure you have a catalog, make sure you're collaborating with musicians that can do what you can't do. You gotta put the work in at the end of the day, and like, regardless of how many beats I've sent out to whoever, you know, sometimes, you know, artists will pick tracks that I did 2-3 years ago, which has happened, is actually a norm at this point.
Wow.
You know, the track that I did on Good Music, I did that beat almost 2 years ago. I never knew this would happen. If you told me a couple months ago that, you know, sometime in the end of the summer, like, I'd be on this big album and then things would change, and if you told me that 3 months ago, I wouldn't have believed it. Being persistent and just maintaining your passion for it, those are the two things that really will make or break you, I think. Yeah, so that's unlike anyone.